as you traveled to these different areas and learned about these different regional culinary specialties, what have you decided to maybe take a part of or take a little bit of and sprinkle into your own recipes in your own restaurant at My Two Cents? What type of new creations were inspired by this?
To be honest, there's a lot of things on the list. I've been, obvious, as you can probably imagine, super busy since all of this has gone down. Also running a restaurant, having a small business, having a small Black business is very challenging. We don't have a liquor license, so we are all food. It has been a challenge. I do say jerk. I did play around with some jerk since we gotten back, but for the most part, my life is full right now, to be honest. I take care of my elderly parents. Like, it's a lot that I do on a daily basis, but I am inspired every day by my travels and the delicious dishes that I did try. Chakalaka is one of them that's on the first of my list, and that's a South African side dish. It's kind of like maybe equivalent to a salsa or a relish. What I loved about that dish is that it had love in this, it was one of those dishes that had everyone in it: Dutch, Indigenous Africans, the Asians that were brought there. And it's this dish that is now a part of a staple in all of South Africa. So that one of the things, I don't know who asked me, but the thoroughfare through all of this cuisine that was originated, I'd like to say, in America is love and compassion. And it travels through us every day. People want to cancel soul food and do all these things, but you can't cancel love. You can't cancel the DNA that's in us through our ancestors. So that's part of the search for soul food, is to try to bind these threads and see that we are closer in circumstance and just who we are than we think we are.
So I want to talk a little bit about the episode that focused on Los Angeles, because a lot of times people say LA doesn't have food culture, LA doesn't have good food, we just have a lot of aesthetic and ambiance.
Yeah.
So talk to me a bit about your choices for where you wanted to go and what you wanted to highlight in your hometown.
Yeah, LA is I could do probably 10 episodes on LA because it is so diverse and it does have all these things going on. But what I wanted to talk about there was the Woody's barbecue. I wanted to talk about how we supported each other, and they came from a time where it wasn't about necessarily I'm better than you, but I got a restaurant, you should have one too. Like this community thing of we all are a part of something that is a dying legacy, needs to not die, to me. You know what I mean? So I wanted to highlight things that these are entrepreneurs that have been in business for 40 plus years that still hold down, even through gentrification. They don't want them to put the smoke up no more. And all of these things, I wanted to highlight some of these great qualities of being a Black entrepreneur and how we should support each other. So that was one of the things that I definitely wanted to get off in there. But like I said, it's so much in LA. Smoke, Korean barbecue is everywhere. And because I grew up near Koreatown, I just thought that was fascinating that they barbecue damn near more than us. They got barbecue pits in their living room. Okay. Like, it's not a game. And I thought that, when you look at Koreatown, you look at the Korean culture, they're mad family. They're all family. It's family based. Like, you go to the spa and it's the grandmother scrubbing the daughter, scrubbing the granddaughter. Like, they don't play when it comes to their culture. And I was trying to inspire us to be more of that. It's not being racist or this. It's just loving on each other. There's nothing wrong with loving us. And then sometimes we get into this space to where it feels like it's just intimidation, because when we start to love on each other, people get scared. It's so weird. They're loving on each other. What's going to happen? But again, I just wanted to be able to inspire that in the LA episode and show that there is family, there's history, and there's love there. You know what I mean? In terms of the tacos, and those people were basically almost slaves. Like they got their own little taco shop. They were in the fields making $3 a day. You know what I mean? And they literally, during that interview, the filming, they were like, girl, we got to go to church because all we do is thank God every day. The daddy and the mama and the son, yes, they were like, we got to get to church because this whole thing is held up on prayers. So I really admired their resilience. And, you know, we look the way the world looks at things right now. I just wanted this to look a different way at something that we always, you know, thought we knew and we don't.